afternoon, Year 4. Right, another video by me. And this lesson is your science lesson for Monday the 11th of January. Okay, so this is a follow-on to the lesson that you did last week with me on the different types of animals. This is, can you use a classification key? Okay, so you're going to generate questions about animals. You're going to distinguish between different animals by using questions, and you're going to create a classification key. Now, you can hear some of you thinking, what's a classification key? That's absolutely fine. I'm going to go through it and explain to you in today's lesson how to do that and what one is. Okay? So, I bet some of you have played the game Guess Who. Okay? Now, when you've played the game Guess Who, you've used the same sorts of questions that you will use in your classification key. So when you're playing Guess Who, the first thing you might ask is it a man? And if it's yes, you put down all of the women. Yeah? And you then might say, are they wearing a hat? And then you get to put down the ones that are or aren't wearing a hat, depending on what the answer is. So when you play Guess Who, that's like using a classification key. Now we're not going to play Guess Who this afternoon, we're going to do it with animals, okay? So we're going to link that to our sides this afternoon. That was just an example to show you how you would use a classification key. Okay, so classification keys are a way of identifying things through a series of questions. Okay, so here we have our butterfly. So we might start off with, does it live on water? Well, the butterfly doesn't live on water, so the answer to that one would be no. So that would be on the no side. And then we might ask another question, does it fly? Well, yeah, so this time the butterfly would be on the yes side. And then we might have, does it lay eggs? Yes, and then we might have the butterfly there at the bottom. Okay, I'll show you another example, don't worry. It's not my only example, but these are the types of questions that you need to be asking. So the answers are always yes and no. Okay? So, there we go. Each question has a yes or no answer and leads you one step closer to the name of your living thing. Okay, so does it have wings? Yes, it's an owl. No, the next question, does it live underwater? Yes, might be a frog. No, might be something like a cow. Okay? So, can you use a classification key? The first question is always quite general, okay? Always quite general because it needs to sort them into two groups. It needs to sort all of the living things that you're going to use into two different groups. Okay? And the questions will gradually get more specific as they separate living things that are more similar. So this question might be, is the living thing a domestic pet? Well, the dog is a domestic pet, yes, and the ant isn't, so that's no, so it goes on that side, okay? So you need to think about separating all of your animals up. Okay, so the classification key, this one has not been finished. What type of wildlife could it be leading to? So does it belong in water? Yes, no, it's a goat. Yes, this could be a fish. Okay? So, your task for this afternoon's science lesson, there are 3 tasks which have been uploaded onto Teams for you to access, okay? Have a little go doing it, maybe take a picture and then try and upload it back to me so I can have a little look at it and mark it and send that back to you, okay? So, first thing, have a go at putting the living things in the correct boxes on the variation worksheet, okay? I'll label it number 1, variation, so you'll be able to find it. Okay, so this time you have to put in you have to put the animals in on that sheet, okay? So, can I fly? Yes, think of an animal that can fly and draw it there. No, do I live underwater? Yes, think of an animal that you could draw on there. So that one's pretty straightforward. Okay, this is your second one. So your animal flow chart sheet. This time it wants you to think about the questions, okay? So, does the animal have wings? Yes, then think of a question that you could put for the penguin and the chicken, okay? Think of a question that you could, I'm not going to do it for you, think of a question where you could split up the frog and the octopus, and think of a question where you could split up the spider and the snail, okay? So think of questions that one would be yes, and one would be no, okay? And then your third task is to have a go at creating your own, okay? So living things flowchart using the knowledge from the previous science lessons. So you can maybe one of your questions might be, is the animal a mammal? Is the animal an amphibian? Okay, think about the things that we did in our last science lesson and use that to help you with your flowchart for today's session. Okay, once again, I look forward to reading your work. I hope you're all working hard at home.